In this second tutorial on Google Sites, I want to discuss in depth how to customize the site and how to add pages. I'm starting with a site that I created, and I want to add a page to the site. I'm going to click on Create Page, and since I'm going to be using this to upload my library catalog, I want to create a page that says Search for Books. All right, now I'm going to press Create. All right, and now the page has been created. It says Search for Books. You'll notice that all the pages, when you create them in Google Sites, has an Add Files and a Comments. You can disable both of these. What you'll have to do is click on Save. All right, and then you're going to have to click on the Sprocket button and click on Page Settings. And you can get rid of Allow Comments. You can get rid of Allow Attachments. You can get rid of Show Links to Subpages. And if you don't want to show the page title, you can also get rid of that as well. It's a wise idea to go ahead and add a page description to it. This makes it easier for web browsers to be able to index and figure out what's on this page. So maybe I want to say this is where you search for books. All right, and you can also change the URL for this page if you'd like to. You'll notice as well that there is a web page template by default. If you click on Change, it shows you the ability to create announcements. Announcements is like a blog post. You can go in there and you can add blogs, and it has an RSS feed where you can create a feed to any kind of announcements. File cabinet where you want to upload files, or a list. If you want to create list of items, it looks a little bit better to use list rather than web page. But for all the pages in this site, I'm going to use the web page template. You'll notice on the navigational bar that the new page that we just created is not there. What you're going to have to do is go back to the Sprocket and then click on Edit Site Layout. Now you want to hover over Edit Horizontal Navigation, and you want to include the page that we just created. So click on Add Page and search for books. Press OK. Notice as well you can add a URL. So let's say you want to create a link on this horizontal bar to go somewhere else, like your institution's homepage. What you would do is click on Add URL. You would say text to display would be college homepage, and then you would add the URL, for example, to go there. Now I'm going to press OK, and I see now it appears here, so I can press Close. And now I have each page is clickable, and it's displayed on the horizontal navigation bar. As you add pages, you want to make sure that you go back to Edit Site Layout, and then you actually have to choose the pages that you want added here. So just because you create a page doesn't mean it's automatically added to the navigation bar. You'd have to actually go in and manually add the page. Some other customizations you may want to use is editing the site header to get rid of the Search the Site. For that, you're going to have to go into the back end of the site. So you click on the Sprocket, click on Manage Site, and then you will go to Configure Search. I'm going to unclick Enable Search, and this will actually get rid of the search box. Going back to Manage Site, you'll notice as well that you can enable statistics. So if you want to create an analytics account, you see you can use Google Analytics. If you want the Google Sites to automatically adjust for mobile phones, you would click on Automatically Adjust for Mobile Phones. While Google Sites isn't necessarily optimized for mobile sites, the display is a little bit better on mobile phones. Once you start uploading Google spreadsheets, it's hard to read it on a mobile phone, but if you just want a simple website and you're not going to embed documents or spreadsheets, then the mobile phone option works pretty well. Also under access settings, you can choose here who you want to look at the site. So let's say you're working on the site with coworkers. You can change the settings so that only your coworkers can see it by saying collaborators only can view the site, and they can only view the revision history. I'm going to press save to save the changes. All right, and I'm going to go back to themes, colors, and fonts. All right, and I told you before I was going to tell you about gadgets that you can add to the page. Gadgets are things like embedded actions, like if you wanted to add a calendar to the page, if you wanted to add a search box to a particular website. There are a number of gadgets that you can add to a page. And you can control the styling of it by going into content area gadgets. You can change the background, the title background. So let me go into the front end. I'm going to save my changes here. I'm going to go back to the library website. All right, and now I'm in the front end. I'm going to click on Edit Page. All right, I'll show you some of the gadgets that you can add. I'm clicking on Insert, and then you will see a list of gadgets here. So recent posts, so let's say you want to create a blog section. You can create a recent post that automatically pulls the title of the most recent post or recently updated items. You can create a text box on a page, an HTML box where you can embed custom HTML. If you click on More Gadgets, you'll see all kinds of interesting things that you can add to your page. So let's say you wanted to add a calendar to your page. I'm going to click on Calendar and select. Alright, and now I can choose the display if I want it to take up 100% of the page, or if I want it to be a certain height. I can also choose to put a border around it or not, and a title or not. Now I'm going to press OK. Alright, this is what the Google Gadget looks like. This is just a holding place until you actually save the page. But when you save the page, you're able to see the calendar. Going back to Manage Site, and under Themes, Colors, and Fonts, you'll notice that you can actually change the base theme of it. By default, Google Sites now uses the ski theme. There are other themes that you can choose from. Let's say you want the site to be in blue. You could choose Micro Blueprint as the site. And I'm going to clear all customization so you can see what it looks like. Now I'm going to save it. Alright, and you see that the site looks very different now. So again, what I normally do is just use the ski theme. This is the very basic theme. It's the default one as well. And then I'll customize it. Also, with any one of these themes, you can take a theme and you can make changes to it if you'd like to. So let's say you like the color of the background, but you don't like the font, you can change that. I'm going to press Save and go back to the front end. You'll notice as well when you go to edit the page that you're able to change things like format. Whenever you're typing in text, you want to make sure that you're using headings when necessary. This is really important to make the site searchable for web browsers, for search engines. It's important because the web crawlers in search engines are looking at heading 1 and heading 2 and different types of heading to get information about the page. All right, so not only are you making your website more visible, but you're making the content within your website more discoverable by using the headings. And again, I went to Edit Page and I went to Format. You can also change the alignment if you want to align left, center, or right. If you want to insert a table, it's very simple to insert a table. Let's say you want to insert a table with 2 rows and 2 columns. I just hover over 2 by 2. All right, and I'm able to create a table there. If you want to change the layout of the page itself, by default, all the pages here have a 1-column simple layout. You can do a 2-column layout, for example. You'll see there's 2-column simple, and then there's this other 2-column, and it gives you different boxes. So you've got 1 column, another column. You can put text that spans the width of the page at the top, and text at the bottom that spans the width of the page. This is helpful maybe on the home page, so you can have multiple pieces of information. It helps to cut down on the scrolling by going to layout and choosing, a 1-column, a 2-column, 3-column, for example. When you're done making the changes, you want to click on Save. Finally, I want to click on Sharing and Permissions. Let's say you're working on this site with coworkers and you want to give them access to edit the site. You can invite people by typing in their names or their email addresses, and then you can decide if they can edit. If you've made the site private, you can set it up so that only certain people can view the site, or you can switch ownership of the site. So let's say you get started working on it and then you want to pass it off to someone else, or let's say you create the site with your personal account and you want to switch it over to your institutional Google account. You can do that here. So this concludes the second video on editing Google Sites. Just to recap, we talked about how to go to Manage Site, to make changes to the themes, colors, and the fonts, how to set it up so that you can collaborate with coworkers, and how to edit pages. I hope this helps you in using Google Sites. Thanks for watching.